What's poppin' pimps? Today is November 11th, and we are back today on a Monday. It is Arms, Back, and Chest Day. Before we get into any of that, hi, little cat. Yes, I still got the new cat with me right now. Her vet appointment, I think it's a her. Her vet appointment is tomorrow morning, so we will get that done and see if and what is going on with her. Maybe she got an owner. Everybody's telling me probably not, and I kind of tend to agree with that. Hi, little cat. But the fact that it's so sweet and wants to be held and wants to be touched really makes me think that it had people at some point, but that's not what we're here to discuss. Let's go over the weekend. So we actually did weigh in both days this time around. I know it's a rarity for me. On Saturday, we weighed in at 266.6. Hi, big cat. Down 0.4 pounds. We didn't do any exercises. Oh, hit the wrong button. And then Sunday, we weighed in at 265.4. That is 1.2 pounds down. That is something we like to see. And then today, if this cat would get her tail out of the way, we got a nice little 264.6. That is 0.6 pounds off of the 5 pound a week goal, and that would bring us, if we hit it tomorrow, that'll bring us 2 days early, so that would have been 5 days, and that's a pound a day. That's pretty cray, dog. It's kind of nice to, at least for November and December, to be losing a little bit more. At least for me right now, because as I've mentioned before, in November I've got the regular Thanksgiving, which I will be preparing for my family because my mother will be just out of surgery. Oh, come here, cat. You don't need to climb that. You don't need to climb that. Come here. I know, you're just checking out the world. But I promise you, you don't need to climb that. And, then after regular Thanksgiving, I've got the Friendsgiving, where I'll have all the guys over, and we will have a good old time. And then on December, I will be taking, I think it's a week, maybe a little bit more, and we will be traveling out of state to go visit. You might hear the cat right now. And we'll be traveling out of state to go see some other family that's out of state. The cat. The resident cat, DM, just grounded a new one from the door, so I think the food bowl's probably a little too close for her comfort. But we've got that there. Right now, I've been doing a little more research on cat. This is kind of just turning into a vlog at this point because of the new cat. But I've been doing a little bit more research into, taking care of cats and such. And I realized that the dry food I've been giving the cats is kind of crap. Apparently, carbs are not really something cats process too well. And guess what dry food is mostly comprised of? Carbs. So I looked into doing raw food. Probably not the way I'm going to go. Probably going to go into wet food. But for now, while I've got, because I just bought a brand new 30-pound bag of dry food, so we're going to be slowly transitioning them. The new one doesn't seem to care what food it eats because it was probably starving, but the old one rather particular, so at least for DM, the resident cat, going to be mixing in wet food and dry food, and that's going to start probably at the start of next week when I go to the store, unless the vet is near a pet store or a regular store while I'm out in the morning. So right now we've got wet food. I'm going to start mixing in some water in the dry food because apparently, in addition to dry food being mostly carbs that cats have trouble digesting and would actually spike their blood sugar levels, leading to diabetes or weight gain or stuff like that. Cats are also apparently used to getting a lot of their water from what they eat, and with dry food, it's kind of in the name. They don't get a whole lot of water from that, so I'm cutting the dry food with some water to try to get some of that water back to him. So we'll see what that does for him. In addition to that, we're also, the resident cat has been a grazing cat, put out her daily food once a day, every day at the same time, and then she kind of just snacks on it throughout the day. But apparently, if I ever want my cat to do something for me, you should be putting them on a schedule and then taking the food away, so that when they're hungry, they're more likely to do things for you if you give them food as a reward. Which seems a bit mean, but that's kind of how the cat operates. My cat, the resident cat, generally pretty nice, at least to me. The problem is, she likes me, she's nice with me, she comes when called, she likes being held, she likes being pet, but the thing is, scared of everything else, anything and everything else. If there's a dog walking across the street, she's kind of scared of that. If, God forbid, somebody else comes into the house, including a new cat, she's terrified of that. She's been so scared lately because of this itty bitty kitten that I've got now. It's crazy. And the resident cat's declawed, so it's not like she could really defend herself, but the kitten has been getting hissed at, getting mean mugged, and I've been limiting how much they see each other very much, largely because I don't know if this one's healthy enough to go see the other cat yet, and trying to do integrations a little bit better. But this new cat has been a little angel, has just been taking it on the chin every time. And it's got claws, so even though it's a little baby, it would probably defend itself a fair bit better than the resident cat. But again, that's not really what we're here to discuss. Let's take a look at, what do we want to do next? What we ate. This doesn't look right. No, that is right. Okay, so on Saturday, we slept in a fair bit, and then got up, had some obligations with friends, went and did those obligations, and didn't really get back until after midnight. So at midnight we went and we had some hot chocolate. Let's see. We had. Oh, looks like we had. Okay, so that's what I understand what it is now. So we had 1 scoop of hot chocolate. That would be in an 8-ounce cup. So there's our serving of milk and our serving of hot chocolate. Now the other 2 servings of milk were with the new protein powder I got. This protein powder is part of a recipe I want to try for like a better oatmeal cream pie, because those were something I ate when I was growing up. I love those things, so if they're anything near kind of what the ones I'm used to are, and they look great, then I'll be a happy guy. Just tried it by itself, the cinnamon toast protein powder. I liked it. It was pretty nice. It was like a cinnamon vanilla thing. It was pretty good. But that's what we had from like midnight to 6, somewhere around that time schedule. And then before we went to bed, I had the last burger bun I have. I toasted that up, put in the last of the garlic spread on there, and then I had some more hot chocolate, 1 cup, and then 1 scoop. And that brings us to 1,020 calories for Sunday. And then today, let's see. In the morning, we had another hot chocolate. As you can see, it's just kind of rich and has some calories in it. So while I'm trying not to eat a whole lot, I can still have something nice. Looks like the kitten's about to fall asleep on me. We have got some lightly salted tortilla chips and some of the Monterey Jack queso. I can see the resident cat peeking through the door. Usually she's allowed in here with me, but I've got the kitten in here so it can kind of explore and get used to the rest of the house. The kitten is like super stoked to be here. Really already thinks it owns the place. Not afraid of anything. Just having a grand old time. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I didn't even go over the rest of what we're having. And then right after I finish recording here, we are going to have another meal prep burrito, and I think we're going to toss in some of the Monterey Jack. I think on Friday, the last time I did this, I ended up forgetting about the Monterey Jack. Kitten really wants to check out the new cat. Really wants to hang out. Pressing her face against the door when she sees the shadows. Meowing, just wanted to say hi. Resident cat, not about it. She backed off, I could see her through the door slit. Alright, but, oh, wrong day. So, once I cut recording here, we're going to have some meal prep burrito with, I think it's 2 tablespoons almost of the Monterey Jack. 34 grams. I weighed it out when I ate the chips, but I don't think I'm going to weigh it out this time because I'm not going to bring up the fucking scale every time I want to do something. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. What you doing in the corner, big cat? Huh? Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Can you come here? Can you be a good girl? Good. All right. And then let's take a look at the workouts. We didn't do anything over the weekend. That's all right. What we did do today, arms, back, and chest, 49 minutes, 1 second, 505 calories. That is something we like to see. Before we take a look at the breakdown, right now we've got 3,765 steps. Cat one's outside the room now, but we're almost done here. 81 active minutes, 712 active calories, activity calories. Basically nothing over the weekend. Oh, Saturday, apparently. Why do they have so much on Saturday? I guess it's because of work. So this is a lot of calories for just work. Let's see, Saturday, but the time frame saying it was all work. Okay, so we did, excuse me, kitty. 12,000 steps, 139 active minutes, and 883 calories. And then on Sunday, we had almost nothing, 65 calories, 800 steps, 9 minutes. Goodness. And then today, we've got our 700 calories. This is before work, kind of nice. Okay. So, almost an hour in the gym is equating to 7 hours at work. We'll take it. But let's take a look at the actual workouts we did. So, gotta zoom that out and get rid of that keyboard. Sweetness. Yeah, cuddle up on my chest. Alright, bench press. We have got 35 pounds again. Did not finish on the last set. I think on Friday when we did this, we got set 4, and then on the 4th set, we stopped after number 4, couldn't do any further, and that's exactly what we did today. Got to set 4, did 4 of those, 4 out of 8, and then we called it quits before we killed ourselves. Lat pull down, we did that next. That brings us to 135 pounds. We did not do full album? Okay, I guess I forgot to loop the playlist again. Whoopsie. Alright, but 135 pounds, no difference there. That's perfectly fine. We're getting a little bit better at it. We're not as struggle busting as we were before. Pectoral fly, we did not get to that quite yet. Tricep push down, we did that next. We did another 50 pounds, did not finish on the 4th set. I want to say we did 4 out of 8 just like the bench press, but I could be wrong. Dumbbell raises. We did 15 pounds as we normally do, as we have been since the last month. And we are getting a little bit better at that. Maybe by next week we might try to do 10 reps and maybe bump it up to 17.5. Let's see, isolat row, we did bump this up to 115 pounds. That is definitely the current max right now. We did finish it, which is nice, so maybe soon-ish we can try bumping it up again, but that was quite strenuous. And then isolat bench press, 25 pounds. We're still trucking on 25 pounds. I was pretty ambitious at the first of the month apparently, doing a try 10 reps. We might try 10 reps by next week. because we're getting fairly decent at it. Almost not quitting out. And then ISO lap pull down, we did bring that back down. So this is the first red since we started recording these videos. Because like I said, Friday accidentally did 80. And oh my goodness, I was ready to throw in the towel. But we brought it back down to 70. It's definitely the current max right now. That is ridiculous that I did 80 when I did. And we absolutely did not finish like 8. Sorry, we did not finish our 4 sets of 8 reps when we were doing 80, but we just barely finished when we were doing 70. Now, we finally go back to our pectoral fly. And that's because we had a fella using the station for 30, almost 40 minutes, which is totally fine because he was using the equipment and not just sitting there like some people that we've seen before. But we did another 42.5 pounds. I noted on Friday apparently to try 10 reps, and I don't know if it's that I was too ambitious or the fact that I did this one dead last when it's normally third, but we just barely finished out our regular 4 sets of 8 reps. So maybe on Friday we tried 10 reps, but oh my goodness, I'm not too confident in that anymore. But that's the exercises we did. That's the updates on the cats, I guess. We're doing that now. There's the food I ate the weekend. Tomorrow, we are doing cardio, probably. And the reason I put the caveat there is because my mother's surgery is tomorrow. So I don't know if they'll actually need anything from me tomorrow. They're expecting me to come over for the next few days starting Thursday, but I should still be able to get to the gym. But just in case, I want to put an asterisk on at least the rest of this week. I should be able to go to the gym. It should be no problem, but you never know what comes up. My mother's going to be in a wheelchair for a good while, so we're just kind of playing everything by ear right now. I should be able to get to the gym, but there's really no promises on anything. But that's all I've got for you. 69 funny number sleep score apparently today, largely because I didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked to, and that's because my parents again had, not only did they have surgery tomorrow, my father had an appointment today, and I won't get into what kind of appointment, kind of a private matter, but had an appointment today, and that's when they decided, hey, our dog is limping, we should probably take care of that. So I went and took care of the dog for a good while and took it to the vet and then dropped it off at the daycare, at doggy daycare kind of thing. And so that gets the dog out of my mother's way while she's kind of wheelchair bound at least the first couple of days. Big cat. And that took a while. Couldn't get to sleep for a good while because of that. Can I see your leg? Are you nice? Oh, good cat. Yeah, very trusting cat. But that's everything we've got going on. That's tomorrow. That's today. That was the weekend. And I will see you probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.